Hello and welcome to Home with Sarah Jane. Today I wanted to share with you my, My top 10, there we go, my top 10 homeschool supplies for me. These are supplies that help me homeschool. You do not need any of these supplies. They just make it easier for me, and I decided to make the investment on these items. So the first item I have is my label maker. I love my label maker. I love to label everything, and it just makes it to where everybody knows where everything goes. So, love it. The next thing I have is my homeschool planner. So this planner I actually made because I was having a hard time finding a homeschool planner that fit my needs. So what I did was I went on Teachers Pay Teachers and I bought a template. My writing's horrible. But I bought a template, and it's an editable, there we go, editable template. So I was able to put in my subjects here and my days of the week up on top. And I just paid a few bucks for that and made my own planner. I really enjoy putting pen to paper still. I tried an electronic, or what would that be? What is it called? Planner on the computer? Electronic? I don't know. I tried a planner on the computer and I just didn't care for it. It just wasn't for me. I felt like I didn't have, I'm not techie enough to have my planner online. Let's just be honest. I prefer pen and paper. I always will. So that brings me to making a huge mess. Pens. I love pens. So some of my favorite pens are the Pentel Energel. These are not erasable, but these write very smoothly. They're gel pens. I like to use these anytime I want something to not erase, basically. And then for my planner, my favorite pens are between these Friction fine liners and the Friction clicker pens. Both of these pens erase, or all of these pens erase. So these are the Friction fine liners. Let me see if I can do this. Boom. And then these are the clicker pens, you know. But yeah, so both of these are really good for my planner. I like to color coordinate each person in my planner. So my husband is blue, I am purple, Bella is orange, and Lydia is pink, and anything for my dog would be red. So yes, even my dog has his own color in my planner. And then these I actually found at the Dollar Tree, and these are just for fun. Like, these do not erase, but these are the dual FX double line marker. So these pens, if I can get it to focus, these pens have two tips on them, and each tip is a different color. So this one is red and blue. So when you write, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but when you write, it kind of looks 3D. I don't know if you can tell, but there's two colors in there. This one is purple and green, and then this one is red and blue. But I don't know if you can tell, but I really enjoy my pens. So the next thing is an electronic pencil sharpener. Now I know I said this one's for me, but it's kind of for me. This is more for my kids, I guess you can say, but it saves my sanity. So having an electric pencil sharpener has been a game changer, I guess you can say. I know it's just a pencil sharpener, but I've probably spent like $30 in those little tiny plastic like pencil sharpeners that you do yourself, and we've lost them, broke them, they just didn't work, you know. So I was like, no, I'm done with that. I moved on to this, and this, like I said, it just saves my sanity. So when my kids break a pencil or whatever, they're not, I don't know where my pencil sharpener is, you know, what do I do? Oh, like, just go sharpen your pencil with the electric one. So this always stays in my loft, and my kids know exactly where it's at. They could do it themselves. So that makes life easier. Another item that I use a ton is, these are kind of silly, but these tabs. So these are little tabs, like you could do it as dividers, things like that. But these are the Avery brand. You can also find them at the Dollar Tree every now and again. I just was looking for these and they didn't have any at the Dollar Tree, so I ordered them on Amazon. But these little tabs, as you can see, even in my planner, I used those tabs when I made my own planner, you know, and I just stuck them on there. I also use them when I make unit studies, and I also use them when I need dividers for like my kids' binders or something like that. So instead of having to buy like, you know, individual dividers and things like that, I just buy these tabs and label them myself. And it just makes my day easier. So the next thing I have, this one was a huge game changer for me. I know it's just a paper cutter, but it was just mind-blowing. So this one, it really saved my little fingers. It really saved my fingers. I make so many unit studies, or I'll buy so many unit studies, that having to cut things out was just like so time consuming. Now I feel like I'm a master with this thing. Like I could get a unit study put together, cut up, laminated, all that kind of stuff in, you know, a very short amount of time now. But this thing was a game changer for me. This one I bought on Amazon, and I don't think I'll ever use scissors again. Okay, so the next thing I have is my Laminator. This Laminator is really old. Well, not super old, but probably like 4 or 5 years old now. And it still works perfectly fine. I got this on sale years ago, and I think I only paid like $15 for it. It is amazing because, I mean, I know a lot of people like to use like the menus and the dry erase pouches and stuff, which are great ideas. But I could just laminate whatever I need, and now it's dry erase. So I like to have my own laminator for chore charts, for, you know, making my own unit studies, for laminating any piece of paper that I need to touch more than once with my kids, because we make a mess. So laminating important papers for school is sometimes a must, because we do so many experiments that explode, that spill, that are sticky, that this, you know, is a must for us as well. Now, this one is my dot. So my dot is really, really helpful for me. Again, I use this for both me and my actual homeschool, like for my kids. But the way I use this for me is when I'm planning, when I'm preparing unit studies, when I'm doing all of that like organization and stuff like that. Even when it's just doing a brain dump onto a page. I like to listen to an audiobook or listen to music. It just helps calm me down. I am an anxious person, and the music really helps me. So if I ever just need, you know, to plan, to do anything, this guy's always on. Or should I say this girl is always on. The next thing I have are these pouches. These are zipper pouches that I got on Amazon. They come in different sizes. Now these come in like this large, there's even ones bigger than this. I just don't have any right now, and they come in smaller ones. But I use these for so many things. So whether you're traveling, homeschooling, whatever, these pouches come in handy. So the way that I like to use them is I use them to organize a lot of our homeschool stuff, games, puzzles, things like that. Like I'll put like a deck of cards in here, and these bigger ones you could do like a game. Again, I use them for puzzles. They just come in handy, and I'm the type of person that everything kind of needs to have a home. If it doesn't have a home, I get overwhelmed. So homeschool supplies everywhere, that could be hard for me to handle. So I like to keep them organized. Now, what else do I have? Oh, I think this is the last thing I have, and this is my TruBind binding machine. I don't know if it'll focus, but this has really, I feel like, saved me a lot of money. So when I first started homeschooling, which is almost 9 years ago, we were just wrapping up our 8th year, I was constantly taking stuff to, what was it? It was either Staples or Office Depot or Office Max, one of those stores. And I would always have things bound or laminated, again, which is why I bought the laminating machine. I realized it was adding up really fast, and so my husband told me, just make the investment, buy a binding machine, and just do it yourself. So that's what I did, and I'm so glad that I did, because not only does it just save me time by not having to go to the store constantly to drop off everything that I need and then go back to pick it up. If I forget, I could do it in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? I could bind things in the middle of the night, whatever, and it's just always on hand. So it just saves me time, money, sanity, so it was definitely worth it. So those are my 10 favorite things that I use to homeschool, supplies for myself, not for my kids. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.